Hi, folks. Welcome to Crisco's Corner. Oh, look. Biden's privately upset about poor poll numbers. President delivered stern message to top aides. Yeah. He can't figure out why his poll numbers are so bad. All the wonderful things that I've done for the country. Before we get to the article, let's hear from Jen Psaki. Do you remember her? The former press secretary for President Biden. Let's check it out.
This surprise press conference by Hunter Biden.
Yeah.
Did it help or did it hurt?
Look, I think if you're sitting in the White House right now, you're like, please, Hunter Biden, we know your dad loves you. Please stop talking in public. This is not helpful to any of them for him to be out there. But at the same time, the president loves his son. That takes precedent over anything else. That is appealing. I'm thinking of the woman in your focus group who talked about family. He loves his son. He loves his family. He's worried about his mental health. But yes, the White House would like him to probably go away right now.
Do you think? Do you think? But here's the thing. It's not Hunter Biden that's bringing down Biden's poll numbers. It's not. It's Biden himself, the father. I mean, when his poll numbers went down dramatically after the botched withdrawal from Afghanistan, it had nothing to do with Hunter. When you pump in trillions of dollars into economy and water down the money, which causes the biggest inflation since Jimmy Carter, that wasn't Hunter Biden. When 15 to 20, 25 million illegal immigrants enter the country in less than 3 years, that's not Hunter Biden. All the rules and regulations that have increased the cost of gas and energy, that's not Hunter Biden. Yeah, does it hurt Joe Biden that his son's in a mess of his own doing? Yeah. But that's like, out of 100 reasons why Joe Biden's a crappy president, that's like reason number 78. I mean, let's just tell the truth here. President Biden is complaining to the close aides as his low approval rating continues to frustrate him and First Lady Jill Biden, according to a new media report. That's because, like most Democrats, I'll say Republicans too, when you get in an elected office like that, you're really separated from the real world. You really are, especially as president. Ask any ex-president, even the lousy ones, the good presidents, they all say the same thing. You're around people all the time, sometimes tens of thousands, but you feel lonely and isolated. You are so self-unaware of what's really going on in the world. After pardoning a pair of turkeys in annual White House tradition, Biden delivered some stern words for the small group assembled. His poll numbers were unacceptably low, and he wanted to know what his team and campaign were doing about it. Well, we're working on it, sir. Since we're really the president and you're not, we're working on it right now so we get a new president. What other choice do they have? They did all they did in 2020. I'm not going to go into details because this website won't allow it. Make sure that President Trump did not win re-election. They got what they wanted. He complained that his economic message had done little to move the ball, even as the economy was growing and unemployment was falling, according to people familiar with his comments. Yeah, the economy was growing because he got it on lockdown, and the lockdowns disappeared. So the economy, all these millions of jobs I created. No, you want to make comparisons to the number of jobs and unemployment percent and the GDP and all that good stuff that's measurements of economy from 2019, pre-COVID. It's amazing to me how people fall for this crap. I don't think they really do. Yeah, there are all some 25, 30% occult members in the Democrats. But the other 70%, they know. They know. They just can't vote for a Republican, a lot of them. They just can't. Discuss a private conversation. Well, he can't figure out why. I've done so much for the economy. The inflation has wiped out people. Wiped them out. I mean, they're struggling before where people they weren't well off, but they were doing okay. Now can't feed their own children. Of course, that's in the way what they want, so they can go on government programs. The Biden family complaints date back months, with Joe Biden telling aides and friends they are frustrated by the president's low approval rating, and the polls show that he's trailing former President Trump. Because you suck. I know that's not very, we'll call podcast like or reporting like, but he just sucks. And almost every metric. I can't think of one positive metric for Joe Biden. And I'm a huge Trump supporter. And I'll tell you up front, sometimes Trump personality in his mouth gets him in trouble. Maybe he's not as articulate as he should be. Maybe he changed the way he does his words. But as far as effectiveness goes, economics-wise, head and shoulders above Biden. Military-wise and world peace-wise, way up. The Abraham Accords under any other president would have gotten a Nobel Prize. But since it's Donald Trump, he won't give it to him. I mean, you pick any metric in the country from when Trump was president to now Biden is president, there isn't one metric that's a positive. It's incredible. The president and first lady meet regularly with their senior team for details and to review plans. Well, that's part of their problem there. They should sit down monthly and review to the handful of people that really are the president. Trump leads Biden 47-43. To me, that's a miracle. Only 4 points in a hypothetical ballot between the only two candidates, and leads 37-31 in a hypothetical ballot with 5 independent candidates. How is he still at 43? Why isn't Trump in the high 50s? 59-31. Or 59-41. It's amazing to me. The president's sagging numbers against Trump also come as voters gave low approval marks, including only 23% of respondents saying Biden's policies have helped them personally, compared to 53% who say they have been hurt by the president's policies. Yeah. I mean, I love this. She warns Democrats last week that Biden's re-election prospects were slipping in the state of Michigan. Well, they should be slipping everywhere, and they're not. I saw a poll. I live in upstate New York. Unfortunately, I'm behind the blue curtain. They used to call it the Iron Curtain in the old days in the Soviet Union. I'm behind the blue curtain in enemy territory, so to speak. I saw a poll about a month and a half ago in New York State. Now, granted, the vast majority of the people that responded are from New York City because that's who has most of the population. Trump was only down by 10 points in a plus 25 Democrat state. That speaks volumes. Biden's allies are used to worries from Democrats about the 81-year-old president's declining popularity. They routinely point to comments made by lawmakers, donors, and pundits who declare Biden's 2020 primary campaign over when he was routed in Iowa. Oh, don't count him out. I feel the same way I did in 2015-16. The country is angry. Of course they're angry. They're pissed. Pissed. They warned Democrats last week that Biden's re-election prospects are slipping in the state of Michigan, which is a key swing state. Also telling CNN she was not surprised about polls showing Biden's unpopularity with Democrat voters in the state. In the minds of many Democrats, we campaigned on a set of ideas in 2020. No, you didn't. And we went into office and executed them. You didn't campaign at all. Former Congressman Connor Lamb told the Post, we feel like we have a good story to tell, but that doesn't seem to be registering yet. These people are so self-unaware, it's amazing to me. And here's the part that you can hate Donald Trump's guts, but this statement is a statement of fact. I find it so ironic and so interesting that a multi-billionaire real estate developer that Donald Trump is more in tune to the average working American than some of these people that actually came from working class families that are now in government. I find that incredible that he can touch the minds and the hearts of blue-collar workers all through the Rust Belt and throughout the country. I find that really, really amazing. Lamb said the Democrats are in a state of paralysis over how to help Biden's campaign. It's too late. It's too late. The Biden campaign did not respond to a request for comment, do you think? State of paralysis because you have a crappy candidate. You put up the worst guy. Don't get me wrong. The Democrat field was not exactly what I call exemplary. I can't think of anybody I would take in that whole group, frankly. So I guess you reap what you sow. But it's just, they just don't get it. Well, convince the American people, look at all the wonderful things that I've done. Build back better. Yeah, pouring trillions into a country will cause the money to be watered down, which causes inflation. Maybe in the old days, maybe not today, but any junior high school student knows that. It's amazing the number of adults today that have no idea how economies and how things work. It's truly incredible. Talk about the misinformed voter. What do you guys think? You think Biden just is so clueless he has no idea why his numbers are down? I feel they should be down a lot farther than they are now. What do you guys think? Until the next time, goodbye and good luck.